Yo, what's going on, everybody? Y'all already know who it is, man. It's your boy So Secure. Just coming in fresh from work, man. You know what I'm saying? The grind never stops. I want to take this time, you know what I'm saying, today to talk about my single on my IG that was released earlier this year, April 26th. It's been out ever since. I know I've had some people ask me, I've done an interview here and there, but haven't really been pushed like that, like about the song exactly itself. Like my interviews are more so just about me trying to find out who I was, but I never really gave any insight on the actual single. You know what I'm saying? Let me go and take my shades off. I'm always wearing the shades. So on my IG is a very special record to me, which is why I chose it to be my first single. I had plenty of other music and things that I haven't even recorded. I got a notebook full of stuff, but that song right there, when I did it, you know what I'm saying, I was just like, yeah, this is gonna be the one. And I'm gonna go ahead and get into why. But the song itself was inspired by these 4 beautiful women that I sing about on the song that the record is mainly about. But not only just those 4 women. Of course, you know, it's one of the women is my best friend Mouse, who I also was in a relationship with for 4 years. We still like really good friends and everything like that. Then you got Taylor Hall, who changed her name to Ola Hermosa on Instagram. And you can check her out, yo. She's bad. You got Lorraine, who also goes by Cocaine Lorraine. She bad as hell too. I mean, I feel like all these women bad. Then you, of course, is Just Hilarious, who I really feel like is really bad. And she's from Maryland. She's from Baltimore. And all these women that I've been following for so long, you know what I'm saying, and watching all of them grow in their own way, and you know what I'm saying, it's just like crazy. But it wasn't only inspired by them. It was also just me talking about a beautiful woman in general. But the reason why this song was almost specifically about them was because, just like the song say, like when I get up in the morning, Instagram is like my daily coffee. You know what I'm saying? Like that's like the first thing I do when I get up is check my Instagram, see what I missed, or see what's going on, see what's popping. And like it seemed like for a long time, every day when I cut Instagram on, I don't know if like Instagram's algorithm was changing at this time to where the most things that you liked or commented on or something like that will be the first people that you would see. But I swear to you, like every time I got on Instagram, the first 4 people I would see as I would scroll down was Taylor Hall, Mouse, Lorraine, Just Hilarious. Every single time I got on Instagram. And so that's why I was just kind of inspired, you know what I'm saying, just to write a little something about him. But originally, like the process of it was, like I said, I kept seeing them every day, so I kind of wrote like a little hook or something like that. It's like, I got something to say as I get down on my knees and pray. I think I started off with that piece right there. Like just saying that, yeah, all I see every day. I think that's how I started. And I wrote that in the notebook, just a little freestyle thing, you know what I'm saying? And then I pushed the notebook to the side. That's all I had. All I had was that little hook part. I didn't even have the more specific parts about the actual woman, I don't think yet. And I set it to the side. And then it was to the side for like, I want to say about a month. I also have received the beat that I use for on my IG from Mikaei Beats. I received that beat like 2 years prior to me even writing to it. So I wrote that little snippet, and my manager at the time, my man M, who's also a very close friend of mine, I feel like we just didn't work out as far as like a business relationship, because, you know, he wasn't necessarily in the position to do what it is that I needed. That's still my homie to this day. I will always go to him, let him hear little stuff that I did. Like when I wrote a little freestyle for on my IG, you know what I'm saying? He heard it, he's like, yeah, I like that, blah, blah. So then one day, like I said, like probably like a month later after I wrote it, I was playing him some beats, and I was scrolling through my phone and through my old emails and everything like that, and I found those beats that Mikaei had sent me like a while ago. And he sent it to me like in like an email blast or whatever for visiting his website or whatever like that. So then I'm listening to him, and he's listening to him. I'm playing him for him, and he was like, "Yo, like this beat right here, like, remember that shit that you wrote not too long ago? I feel like that shit'd be perfect for this." And I was like, "What you mean?" He's like, "The joint when you talking about the girls on Instagram." And I was like, "Oh, for real?" And so let me try, you know what I'm saying, see if it'll fit, you know, see if I can work something out. So I was playing the beat, and then I was rapping the little part. I was trying to see where it would fit at. I couldn't really find a way for it to fit. And then I was like, "Yo, I don't think this is gonna work, yo. I can't really find a pocket for it." And he was like, "Nah, just keep trying, bro. It's there. Just keep trying. I promise you, it's there." And I just kept trying. Next thing you know, I found a pocket, and I'm like, "Yo, this shit can really work. Like, this sound like it can really be something." And then from there, I started just like creating that formula, you know what I'm saying, for the entire song. I started like really working on it, and the structure of the song was inspired by one of my favorite songs at that point in time when I was doing it, which was Aminé's song Caroline. That was one of my favorite songs. I know every word to that song, and the way that he just repeated the same thing for both verses, I was like, this would be fun to do that with this record, because I'm really only talking about these 4 women, kind of like. And the only part I did, you know what I'm saying, just because I can't be completely repetitive, I did use a couple bars to spit some shit that was different for both verses. But yeah, so the structure of it was inspired by Caroline. Also, me rapping about the girls, period, was inspired by Caroline from Aminé. You know what I'm saying? And I hadn't even really like heard much from him at that time, but that song was so good to me, you know what I'm saying, and inspired on my IG, inspired the structure, and it inspired me to even rap about the girls that I was seeing on Instagram a lot at the time. So yeah, shout out to him, you know what I'm saying, for helping the brother, you know what I'm saying, develop this record. And it's good to listen to other people's music and be inspired, because that's why I think music is really for. It's to inspire you, like, well, at least most music, well, some music, I can't even say most, but most definitely my music. I look to inspire people. I look to give people me, what's real, you know what I'm saying, and I hope to inspire other artists, you know what I'm saying, to give that same thing of themselves, so people can really feel like, yeah, this is genuine, this is real, instead of just trying to do everything that, you know what I'm saying, people perceive as being hot right now. But yeah, so shout out to Aminé, you know what I'm saying. His song inspired that song. But like I said, you can look at it grander picture too, because then I have a part of the song where I'm like, not even just talking about those women in particular, but just like, I just wish I had a woman that's like them. You know what I'm saying? Whether it be them or something that I'm attracted to, basically. So it's more so about other women that's also on my Instagram as well. But my focal point was those 4 women. You know what I'm saying, for the song. Like once I got the ball rolling with that record, like it was easy to compose it. You know what I'm saying? Like once I found that pocket, like I was done that song Probably, I want to say like an hour, probably less than that. Cause I'm always just like very meticulous when I do it. Like I'll stop, rehearse some of the parts, see if it's grooving right, and I'm like, okay, now I can move forward. So it takes me a little while sometimes. Sometimes I just write it all the way through and then do it. But yeah. And like for me, like what made me really want to release it as my first single, that I thought it was going to be like a hit, and I still think it's a hit. I'm not gonna say like it's too late. I haven't really been pushing it the way I should, like as of late. You know what I'm saying? But we getting shit together over here at O3S. Oh yeah, so like this record, I started doing this record. Like I wrote this record like almost 2 years ago, like before I even joined O3S and everything. But like what made me think it was really gonna be a hit was my nephew Kanye. He is about how old is Kanye now? Kanye gotta be like 2. Kanye like 2 now. When he was like, he had just first started walking and everything, moving around and everything like that, I had been doing music for a minute, and he never like really reacted to it or responded to it, like any of the stuff I did, because I usually did like straight rap type stuff, not really anything that's like happy, you know what I'm saying, like get up and move type music like on my IG is. And like his reaction to it was made me like, this is my song, this is the song that I gotta really push. So I was in there rehearsing it one day, like after I finished writing it. Then rehearsing, I got the beat playing, you know what I'm saying, going through the motions, you know what I'm saying, trying to get the flow down right. And my nephew just come and like push open the door, and then he just gets to dancing. I had never seen him dance before, never seen him react like that to my music, and he was just like ecstatic. And this happened every time I would play this record in my room and go to rehearse it and stuff like that. He would just bust open the door and start dancing. I'm like, yo, this is gonna be the one right here. This is it. Cause like, just all for the strength of him, you know what I'm saying? Him loving the record so much, you know what I'm saying? I just like, yeah, this it right here. So shout out to my little nephew Kanye, man. Like he really, you know what I'm saying, inspired me to really try to push this record. And just because his reaction, like I said, just because it seemed like he loved it so much. And shout out to my nigga M too, because if it wasn't for him like, yo, I think this will fit here, and like really pushing me to find that pocket, you know what I'm saying, it may not be on my IG, you know what I'm saying, or it may not have came out with the same beat or even the same way, you know what I'm saying. He you know what I'm saying, he really paid attention to me back then, and like he has a good ear, I feel like, for talent. He has a good ear for talent, and he just has a good ear, good mind, period. And like, yeah, like, real talk, I want to, like, when I really start making money, you know what I'm saying, from my music, especially this record in particular, I want to set aside a percentage for him, for my nigga M. Like I said, I feel like if it wasn't for him, I wouldn't have this record that everybody seems to love. Well, not everybody. You know, you got some people that say, I ain't really feeling it, which is cool. You know what I'm saying? Because there was a time to where I was only getting good reactions to shit, and I'm just like, this shit don't feel real. I just feel like, I guess, like a bunch of yes men, and that's not what I want. So when I started hearing people say, oh no, I don't really like that record, and people telling me it's trash, I'm like, okay, now this shit real. You know what I'm saying? I'm getting that real. I'm getting some feedback. I'm getting some criticism, which is always good. But yeah, I really want to set aside a nice percentage of anything that I accrue from that record for my nigga M, because I really feel like it wouldn't be, that record would not be if it wasn't for him, man. Like, shout out to my nigga M, man. But yeah, and then, as y'all know, like, I put out the music video for on my IG. I chose that location. Well, first of all, I was going crazy trying to find a venue, trying to find a location for it. Then I ended up like changing ideas. First I wanted like to have like just in a nice little like big house or whatever. Then I was thinking, oh, no, we should do like a little pool party thing. And then like all those plans start, you know what I'm saying, falling through to like where none of them was going to happen. And the deadline for the video was approaching, and I'm just like scrambling. And then I used a friend of mine's house. So he had just bought the house. And when I found out he had just got the house and that he was fixing it up, I was like, yo, I should probably hit Jay and ask him, can I use his house? And then my man E that was over there helping him fix the joint up or whatever, or paint or whatever they was doing, he was like, yeah, yo, his house job nice. And I had, before the video, I had never been there. Never been there. My first time being there was when I was shooting the video that day. And he had a real nice spot, man. He had some other areas in the house that we didn't shoot at, which we were planning on kind of shooting at. But like my manager E, who's also the CEO of the record label O3, that's Only 3 Shots, he was giving his input on what he wanted the video to be and how he wanted it. So I gave him rights to direct it because I didn't know exactly what vision I wanted to give either. So he was thinking like a party with a lot of women and stuff like that, and I'm just like, for real, I don't know a lot of women because I'm not really out there like that. Well, at least at the time, I'm still not really out there like that. But I've met more women now because I've been going out to clubs and things of that nature. So I gave him full control. As you can see, if you watch the video, there aren't a lot of women there because a lot of women didn't show up. So I also started telling friends, like, you got female friends that want to come through, whatever, y'all can do that. And you know how niggas be bragging and boasting times when they got women and all this and that. Niggas ain't got women out here, because if they did, it would be a lot more women in the video. So that comes to show you that niggas be out here faking, man. They be faking. They ain't got women like that. Anyway, so I chose the venue because it was convenient. It was kind of far from where I stayed, but it was convenient to where he's a friend of mine, you know what I'm saying? He let me use his house for free. So that's another thing I ain't had to pay for. And it's a really nice area. It's a really nice house. And then, so like, seeing as though the original vision from my manager didn't pan out, everything that we did in the video was improvised. Everything was improvised. Everything was on the fly. Like, none of that was planned. Like, I was just doing whatever, you know what I'm saying? Just coming up with ideas on the spot. And of course, shout out to DMV Life for shooting the video, man. My man Rich, that's my guy. You know what I'm saying? He also gave me a lot of direction as well. Just pitching ideas. I gave him some of my ideas, and then he actually made my ideas better. As far as like even showcasing the women on the phone. So like, yeah, shout out to Rich, man. And thank you so much for shooting that video, man. I really fuck with y'all over there at DMV Life. I hope y'all can't hear that. My grandmother is snoring like loud. But yeah, shout out to Rich, man. So that's why I chose that venue. Like, and I got a real taste. That was my first video, my very first video that I shot. But not my very first one that was shot with me in it, but my own personal video. That was my very first one. And this is my very first single. And even though everything didn't take place the way I wanted it or the way I figured it was designed, like, it still came out really good. We definitely did our thing as far as the record and the music video. I did wish niggas wasn't being all super dry in it. You know what I'm saying? I wish they gave a little more energy, but it is what it is. Niggas be talking all this shit and they get all camera shy. I mean, I'm not one to talk because I'm a shy ass nigga myself. I get nervous. I have a lot of anxiety and things like that. But you know what I'm saying? Like, I don't know what it was about that day. I pushed through it. I didn't feel any anxiety that day, which is crazy for me. Yeah, that's pretty much the story of on my IG. It's just a fun record that came from me witnessing these beautiful women on Instagram every day, and that's exactly why it's called On My IG, because that's literally all I would see. And even now, like, I follow a lot of women. On Instagram, man. There's a lot of beautiful women out here, man. Shout out to y'all. But yeah, I think that's about it as far as like the story. I gave you the background. I talked about the music video. I talked about what inspired the music video. You know what I'm saying? It's just about a combination of all those things, man. Thank y'all for tuning in. You know what I'm saying? Like, I really appreciate y'all. Everybody that's been rocking with me. Yo, shout out to Big Mo Show. I just was on there. I had a pretty good time. Shout out KK that was hosting the Big Mo Show for us. You know what I'm saying? She been rocking with us too. You know what I'm saying? Shout out O3S, of course. Shout out my nigga E. Shout out Big Homie. Shout out Earl, Antonio. You know what I'm saying? Shout out Ant. Ant supposed to be signing with us. We don't even know. I don't know the status of that. I need to talk to E. You know what I'm saying? But we gonna figure that out. Shout out Rich again, like I said. Shout out my girl, Drea. You know what I'm saying? From Eye Shady, that always come through with the shades, man. Shout out Mouse, my best friend, who also helped inspire the song. You know what I'm saying? They also be throwing my flyers, scarves and shit. She ain't make this one, but you know what I'm saying? I'm looking forward to getting some more pieces from her. Yo, shout out my girl Kai Marie that made my So Secure shirts, man. Like, shout out to my grandmother, my brother for believing in me and always supporting me through, you know what I'm saying, this shit. Shout out, I know I'm missing people. Shout out my aunt, you know what I'm saying? My man 13, you know what I'm saying, with the jewelry drip that I be having, man. Shout out my cousin, who also, I can't forget, she's an intricate part as well to On My IG, because at the time I wasn't even working when I was doing it, and I didn't have the money to actually buy the beat. My cousin gave me the money, my cousin Keisha, she gave me the money to buy the beat because she liked the song so much and she wanted to see me record it, and I didn't have the bread, and she bought it for me, and she made it so where I didn't even have to pay her back, so she gave it to me as a birthday gift. Cause my birthday is April 23rd. She gave it to me as a birthday gift, man. Like, shout out to her, man. Love you, man. I really appreciate what you did. I want to set away like a percentage for you too, because you know what I'm saying, you helped me in that time of need. You know what I'm saying? You're the reason why that it came out when it came out. So yeah, big ups to her too, man. I can't leave her out the story. I almost did. You know what I'm saying? That'd have been fucked up, but yeah, man. Like I was saying, thank y'all for tuning in, man. Like I said, shout out all my people, man. Shout out to my family, man. Shout out to O3S, man. And everybody that's rock with me, man. Shout out TFB. Shout out my nigga D-Lo, my nigga Vaughn, my nigga Dre Love. You know what I'm saying? Son, all of them, man. Shout out to y'all. And yo, shout out my nigga, my little brother, man. Just Ray Zay. He just put out a YouTube channel. You know what I'm saying? I'll be posting on my Instagram. Yeah, man. Like, it's been a hell of a journey so far, and I know it's far from over. You know what I'm saying? I'm always on the grind. You see, as soon as I come in the house, straight from work, man, I had to make this video. I really appreciate y'all for tuning in, and we out, man.